2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. Shaq's here. Kenny's here. Welcome to this edition of 2K Sports. We'll watch the Charlotte Hornets in this one as they go up against the Chicago Bulls at United Center. And guys, for the Bulls, this is a team they played pretty well against last season, going 3-1. They'll look to keep that edge tonight. Here in the early part of the season, Kenny, we've already seen a few teams outperform expectations. What can they do to keep rolling?
Just keep playing to your strengths, and you never let up. You can't change what you're doing now. It's working.
It's that simple.
It's that simple.
And to add on to what my good friend Kenny is saying,
Am I not your friend?
But you didn't say anything.
Yes,
Kenny
I did.
Said something. All right. Anyway, can't get overconfident like you're doing right now. Even though you're winning, you keep looking for things that you can do better.
Man.
And you are my good friend, Ernie. I love you.
Thanks, Shaq. Now, let's send it over to Kevin Harlan.
The Bulls play before the hometown crowd, and we've got it live for you right here from Chicago. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan with Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Looking at Chicago, they want to turn it around after that loss to the Dallas Mavericks.
Well, listen, I've seen worse performances offensively, but no doubt that group was inconsistent.
They would look like they had it figured out, then take a couple bad shots and be right back to where they started.
Boy, Chris, how much fun is it to have basketball back? Talk about some of the things you personally look for early in a season.
Oh, man, what I personally look for in the beginning of the season is how guys develop. And a lot of that is body language. You know, are you putting your head down and dropping your head after a shot? Are you not running back on defense after a turnover? These are all little things that show what you're thinking about. You know, I just kind of check out the development. But again, the body language is a guy playing hard through his frustration. Is a guy giving his coach eye contact in the huddle? Is he being a great teammate by encouraging guys? I'm passing to an open player for a better shot. And so those are the things that I look at. And then again, with the pace being at an all-time high, I think now is a new golden era of basketball where you can have so much more fun because you are no longer held to rules of not getting out at the shot clock, not getting on the fast break. Coaches are now encouraging this style, so the game to me is a lot more fun. So hopefully as a rookie you come in and you embrace this and just let it fly.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Williams is down low with Zeller. Jeremy Lamb out there with Kemba Walker. And it's Batum in at the 3 spot. Nice shot by Portis. Portis has got his second bucket of the night.
In each session, I mean, Portis seems to get better from deep. The defense must get out on it.
Here's Walker. Got a hand on it, but they'll get another chance. Batum inside the 3-point line. Misses off the left iron. Bulls have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far.
You see that? What unselfishness from the young guard, Dunn. He's making more of an effort to distribute the ball.
And that last replay, courtesy of the Under Armour Hover Havoc, unleashing a little bit of chaos. Now here's Lamb. He kicks it to Zeller. From deep, Walker. It's rebounded by Portis.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Zach LaVine, a high riser. The 2-time dunk contest champ making his return from that ACL surgery. He can be an explosive scorer.
Free throw good, Levine. And from everything you hear, Levine is a big-time gym rat, Greg.
Yeah, you know, I think he's very dedicated to reaching his full potential. And with his shooting and athleticism, I think he's a great fit in today's game in terms of offense.
And so Levine nails both of them.
I mean, and when you think of Levine, I mean, his dunking ability comes to mind. I mean, he's proven to be an elite poster maker.
Batum attacking. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Nick Batum, a versatile swingman out of France, a solid shooter and able to create for himself and his teammates.
And that one misses. And for Batum, a steady vet, but a huge contract.
Yeah, and that infamous summer of 2016 with the cap spike. I mean, he's a capable starter, but 5 years, $120 million, boy, that's a pretty penny.
He hits the second from the line.
Well, that is because Batum is one of the most versatile players in the league. His ability to score from any spot, pass, rebound, and defend, that's what makes him so unique and important.
Now, here's Dunn. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
And there was a lot he gave him on that other end of the floor. Don't forget about that. His defense was a big factor. He ended up with 3 steals.
Pick by Zeller. And Lamb kicks to Zeller. Outside, Walker. Charlotte no good that time either.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Parker passes to Levine. Levine sets the screen for Dunn. Back to Levine, over Lamb. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
Oh, okay, you've done your job so far, but the question is now, can they sustain this level of energy? There's still a lot of game to play.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first.
Well, and he's trying to become more disruptive defensively. Last year, the Hornets were only 28th in the league in creating turnovers. Now, that's not what former coach Clifford had in mind.
And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Take a look at the Knicks. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And right now, Chicago, they're obviously trending in a positive direction, but still working out some of those early season timing issues. But I have to say, I like what I'm seeing.
Stolen by Levine. Parker, right side. No good off the front iron. And for the Hornets, yeah, they'd like to create more turnovers, but at least they didn't turn the ball over themselves.
Well, last year they had the 3rd fewest turnovers in the league, and they had the least amount of turnovers in each of the 4 seasons before that. But you know what that means? That means they weren't getting outrun either.
That's miss number 3 for him. Now 2 for 5 from the floor. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jabari Parker. That's his first foul. Hornets trail by 12. There's a screen by Williams. And Walker kicks to Williams. Pass to Zeller. Outside, Walker jacks up a 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Walker's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Chicago. They're on a 13-4 run. Portis the screen. Dunn passes to Lopez. Dunn with it, covered by Lamb. Here's Levine. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. And that's now 6 points for Zach LaVine. David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach James Borrego. David, what do you have to say?
Well, Kevin, the crucial aspect in his mind is making things tough for them inside. He said they're a physical team, and they bring a lot of intensity. If we don't respond when they push us, we'll just get bullied all game. They're going to get down in the paint tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Williams passes to Batum. That one, no good. And it's Chicago the other way, getting their first look of the season at this Hornets team.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, you know, then again, so did a lot of other teams.
Here's Parker. It's deflected.
And registering one of the highest verticals at the NBA Combine, Zeller can send your shot back.
And a wide open look for Lamb. Misses the three.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Hornets trail by 13. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Walker's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Hornets. Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Down against Walker. Out to Parker. Great D that time from Batum.
As off the mark as he has been, they're a little lucky to be in front.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jabari Parker. That'll be his second foul of the game. Valentine's checked in for the Bulls. Charlotte calls timeout. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
And they couldn't get stops when they needed to. The opposition just too comfortable shooting the basketball.
And that's what can happen on the road. You have to be aggressive and try to disrupt them out of their normal routine.
And here's a look at the stats for Kemba Walker. He had a strong showing last season. He put up about 22 points a game, 5 assists and 3 rebounds. With him, you get so much, but his ability to lead the way with his scoring, probably his best attribute.
Oh, an offensive juggernaut. I mean, he can just beat you in so many ways. You got to give it up for him. He'll be beating himself up if they can't come back because he is not carrying his weight at the offensive end.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
How about Zach LaVine? I mean, signing a big new contract this summer. Listen, that ACL injury he had, that's in the rear view. Obviously a lot riding on his health and return to form, but he's put in the work.
And the first one drops. And LaVine seems to be at full strength. His vertical leap testing even higher, if we can believe that, even higher, Chris, than it did in the pre-draft combine.
He's a hard worker. His scoring efficiency lacked a little bit last season, but he was trying to get his game right after injury. Look, we know his potential as far as scoring that ball. Yeah, and when you watched the Chicago Bulls last year, you knew they were rebuilding, but they played very hard. You respected that and won some games that surprised people.
Batum lays it up off the glass.
Oh, and Batum just has astounding body control, which is what allows him to hit shots despite obvious physical contact.
LaVine kicks to Portis. Back to LaVine. There's the pass to Valentine. Shot clock at 5. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Lopez, no luck. And as for the coach of the Bulls, Hoiberg had his worst record last year, but Chris may have done his best job yet, some people feel.
They turned out to be a surprisingly fun team to watch.
Here's Dunn, following the basket by Nicholas Batum. Dunn with it. He's picked up by Walker. Here's Valentine, and the Bulls with another miss. Hornets trail by 8. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That's his first foul.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Carter, he's checked in for Lopez. Kaminsky, he's checked in for the Hornets. Monk comes in for Lamb. Batum passes to Walker. From downtown, drains it from beyond the arc. Walker's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
A nice run they put together here to bring it a little closer.
But yeah, they refused to go away. Things were looking bleak for a while, but they hung tough.
Back to LaVine. And there's the call on Cody Zeller. That's his first foul. So for the Bulls, Felicia's checked in for Bobby Portis. Justin Holiday comes in for Zach LaVine, and it's Payne in for Dunn. The Hornets also changing it up. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Cody Zeller. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist comes in for Nicholas Batum. And Tony Parker subbed in for Kemba Walker. Now here's Valentine. He's covered by Kidd-Gilchrist. Back to Payne. Shot clock at 6. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Parker. When you were playing on the road, obviously the fans would yell things and, try to get under your skin. C-Webb, do you remember any instance when it really bothered you and took effect?
Maybe when I would go home and play for the Pistons, I'd see some fan in a green and white, and maybe Steve Smith, my partner, paid him to be there. But, the Michigan State fans, the gold blue or that type of thing. Or in Ohio, it's very funny, in Ohio, if they want to boo, if they want to get the crowd pumped up, all they do is put a big Michigan M up there and the crowd will go crazy and boo. So Ohio, usually my people in Ohio State, the Cleveland, they always, had something to say. No, but it was more like, you suck, Ohio State is the best, Michigan State, you should have come here, that type of stuff. And you kind of look back, give a guy a wink, knock her down a jump shot, and put your fingers to your lips and just say, shh, you don't want to get me upset. Let sleeping dogs lie.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Payne hits them both.
And boy, when you think about what the Bulls were in the 90s, Jordan, Pippen, Grant, Rodman, a group that could suffocate you on both ends.
The shot by Monk is no good. The Bulls leading by 7. Valentine with it. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Passes it to Carter. Back to Valentine. Kidd-Gilchrist with the steal. Fast break now for Charlotte. Kidd-Gilchrist with the ball. Over Valentine. And Charlotte again with the bucket. And Chris, talking about the Bulls dynasty, some people feel it was the greatest of all time.
That's a tough question. You got Russell Celtics, Duncan Spurs, the Lakers Showtime. Let's include the Warriors of today. And I really don't argue about it because, they can't go head-to-head, unfortunately.
That one drops for him.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Here's Holiday. Carter kicks to Holiday. He feeds it to Payne. Over Parker. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Hornets trail by 5. In the corner, it's Monk. There's a screen. Off the pick. Carter pulls it in.
Well executed. Great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Yeah, coming off of a good pick, you want to get that when he gets the separation he needs. I know he would love to have that one back.
Now here's Payne. 11 points for him in that last game against the Mavericks in Dallas. In games that came down to 1 possession last season, Chris, the Hornets won 1 but lost 5.
Which is better than going winless in those games as they did the season before. But look, you have to have closers on your team, not just clutch players, but guys who can get their own shot against anyone.
Payne hits them both. C-Webb, one area where the Hornets really improved last season. Offensive rebounding.
Oh, yeah, they've been good on the defensive boards for a while. But when they added Dwight Howard, suddenly the second chance opportunities begin to pile up. I don't know if they can maintain this without Dwight Howard, who's one of the best rebounders of his generation.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Kidd-Gilchrist. Off target with his 3. The Bulls leading by 7. Payne passes to Carter. Shoots from 12. Goes back up. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Kidd-Gilchrist with it. Now guarded by Valentine. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And Parker has such speed and creativity, just causes the defense fits in terms of how to properly guard it.
Charlotte shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
And he can't get the first one.
Yeah, another first-year head coach who came up through the ranks as an assistant. James Borrego had been an interim head coach for the Magic in 2015, but he was quickly told that the permanent job would not be his.
And he sinks the second. And talking about Borrego leaving Orlando, and in some ways turned out to be a blessing.
You're right, Kevin. I mean, he spent the next few years in San Antonio as an assistant to Popovich. His second stint as an assistant with the Spurs. The first time around, though, he was part of a 2-time championship team. This man has winning in his genes.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Gomez kicks to Parker. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And last season, the Bulls were very perimeter-oriented on both ends of the floor. Offensively, top 10 in threes. Defensively, dead last in block shots.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1. And the first one drops. And the Bulls also had trouble last year getting to the foul line.
Well, it's because their primary scorers were largely jump shooters. I mean, very little back-to-the-basket offense and not enough driving to make up for it. No, that was just a focal point for the Hornets last season, create more space on the offensive end. The result, they shot the ball really well from 3, but their efficiency inside the arc dropped dramatically.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now here's Kaminsky. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. The shot's good from Monk.
Anytime Monk gets room to shoot, especially inside, he's such a crafty guard who you want to see pulling the trigger from inside.
Here's Holiday. Back to Payne. Pass to Felicio. Kicks to Payne. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Valentine passes to Payne. Over Parker. Payne can't hit. Hornets trail by 7. From 18 feet away, Parker's shot is off.
I'll give him that shot again. He'll probably hit it. That's a good look.
Pass to Valentine. Shoots the 3. He's off on that one. And so it's the Chicago Bulls heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. We'll return shortly. Bobby Portis, who's known for his work ethic, said he learned a lot from his mother.
She gets up at 3, 4 in the morning and gets off at 1, 2 in the evening. You know, she works hard for her 4 boys. You know, she breaks herself off daily. You know, I always try to pride myself in hard work also because how hard she worked for me.
And she was a basketball player in her own right. Greg, a scholarship at Jackson State University.
Yeah, and gave up basketball when she had Bobby, but she encouraged him to pursue his dream, and she said now she's living her dream through him.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
I mean, an interesting first quarter. The pressure D seems to be causing a lot of turnover.
Well, that's what happens when you're aggressive on that end of the floor. They took a few chances and took control of the game.
So on the floor for Charlotte to start this second quarter. Parker and Monk, that's their backcourt. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist out there with Kaminsky. And it's Gomez in at the center. Now here's Parker following the miss by Tony Parker. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
Looking now at some numbers for Holiday. How he did last season. He averaged about 12 points per game last year, 4 rebounds and 2 assists. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
He hustles, does the little things, just a good complimentary guy who you need on your team.
Now, here's Monk. Back to Parker. To the paint. Here's Hernangomez. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Hernangomez has got 6.
Yeah, and that's what you want from your point guard. Parker distributing the ball wonderfully on that possession.
That's a 2 from Parker. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
Parker dishes to Monk. Off the screen. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Chicago leading by 5. Here's Payne. 9 points in the game so far. He kicks it to Carter. Back to Payne. And Holiday has it in the corner. And it's off from three-point range. The Hornets have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Parker outside. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Lopez, he's checked in for Felicio. Bobby Portis comes in for Carter. Zach LaVine's checked in for Justin Holiday, and it's done in for Payne. Marvin Williams is checked in for the Hornets. Jeremy Lamb comes in for Monk.
Man, I like it. How hard Kid Gilchrist works for these close-range shots. It's just a testament to how much confidence he has in himself.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kemba Walker helped lead UConn to a national title, but it took some time to hit his stride at the NBA level. He finally became an all-star, but his team is rebuilding in Charlotte. Mitch Kupchak is the new general manager, and James Borrego is the new head coach. Guys?
A terrific player, D.A., for sure. Thanks. Lamb passes to Williams with his first shot attempt, and he can't bank that one in. The Bulls leading by 3.
How about the point guard position? A lot like the quarterback. You need a team to put the ball in your hands and trust you to run the show, especially down the stretch. Last season, the Bulls handed Chris Dunn the keys. He seized the opportunity.
There's the foul. It's on Jeremy Lamb. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Now, you better watch it. He doesn't want to pick up a third foul before halftime.
Charlotte making some changes. Zeller, he's checked in for Kid Gilchrist. Batum comes in for Lamb, and it's Kemba Walker in for Parker. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Parker kicks to Portis. Back to Parker. Williams with the block. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jabari Parker. And that'll be his third foul so far. Hornets trail by 3. And Dunn, the 5th pick back in 2016, voted by his fellow draftees as the favorite to win Rookie of the Year. But, Chris, it took until year 2 in Chicago for him to break through.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this game is all about getting better, finding the right situation. He still has to become a little more efficient as a player, cut down on his turnovers, improve his shot-making abilities a little bit, but he's delivering on his potential as a two-way player.
So it's Chicago now, following the 3 by Charlotte. Out to the right wing. Back to Portis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. And there's the pass to Williams. Outside for Batum. Zeller, a screen on Levine. A shot by Batum, no good. For Chicago, they've gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Here's Dunn. And the call will be against Hernangomez. That's his first foul. Puts it up off the inbound. Parker's shot is off. Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And Batum kicks to Hernan Gomez. Walker in the corner. Off the pick. That's good on the jump shot. Walker's got 11.
Walker's quickness, it enables him to create a lot of shots off separation, off the dribble, coming off those screens.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Chris, your team's battled Kobe Bryant many times. Name some of the players today who you think can compare mentally to the Kobe Bryants and the Michael Jordans, guys you play.
Oh, wow. Well, Kobe says he's seen it in Kyrie Irving and the Greek Freak and a few others. I've seen it in Westbrook and how hard he plays, and KD. And I don't think Steph Curry's just this little nice, helpless guy out there on the court to shoot threes and turn around. He's one of those guys, too, that just wants to put that dagger into your heart with a deep three late in the game. So definitely Westbrook, KD, Curry, those guys coming off.
Now here's Batum. Jabari Parker unable to get his last shot to go. And Batum kicks to Williams. Outside for Batum. 4 on the shot clock. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Walker's shot is off.
He's got 9 points on 3-pointers in the first quarter, but still looking for his first 3 of the second.
Dunn shot's good.
I love the mentality of Dunn, looking to score as often as he can from the painted area.
Dunn against Walker. That one doesn't go. Dunn with some nice D. Looking to end his cold spell, and it's laid in by Parker. Parker's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, Lopez remains an underrated big man. He's outstanding at zipping passes over to his guys.
Walker against Dunn. And Walker kicks to Batum. Outside Williams. From outside the arc. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
Never committed to setting a good pick right there. And as a result, the D was able to stick to him and get a hand in his face.
Walker against Dunn. To the left side wing. 6 to shoot. Here's Parker, and the dunk by Parker.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Hornets trail by 4. Now here's Walker. 23 points for him the last game against the Raptors in Toronto. Nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the J.
With this shot area quickness, Walker can usually carve out space from mid-range.
Dunn passes to Portis. Kick out to Levine. Off target at the rim. Hornets have gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. Passes it to Hernan Gomez. Zeller against Lopez. And he overshot that one, missing.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
Portis the screen. Levine kicks to Dunn. And it's Parker in the corner. Yep, that one goes. Parker's got 12.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
Williams has a screen for Zeller. Pass to Batum. Here's Hernan Gomez. Cloaked loose. Lopez with the steal. Here's Parker. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Zeller's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Zach LaVine.
You can't leave guys open around Walker, I'll tell you that. He sees when the defense is overcommitted.
For Charlotte, they have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Charlotte also making some changes. Frank Kaminsky comes in for Zell, and Monks subbed in for Williams. Chicago's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Payne passes to Carter. To the inside. It's stolen by Kaminsky. And the foul on Wendell Carter. That is his first foul of the game. Kid Gilchrist, he's checked in for Charlotte. And Walker kicks to Kaminsky. Batum a screen on Carter. Walker in the post, working on Payne. There's the 3. And no good. Now Chicago takes it the other way. In the corner, Valentine with it. And the jam by Valentine.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And the jam by Nicholas Batum.
And Batum is so skilled at finishing off these dunks. His vertical is just astounding.
1:39 left in the first half of basketball. And stolen by Payne. Kicks it to Holiday. The pass to Valentine. Now here's Payne. D right on him. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots over Walker. Payne's shot is good. Payne's got 11 points.
Wow, he's only going to hit that shot about 1 out of 10 times.
Walker dishes to Kaminsky. Here's the screen. Now, here's Monk, guarded by Holiday. Outside, Walker. Over Payne. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
He may have missed it, but that's a clean look at the basket.
Here's Holiday. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Well, look, when you're giving up that type of height, you use your quickness. It's just that simple. And it's also a matter of skill.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Lamb comes in for Nicholas Batum. And Parker subbed in for Kemba Walker. Justin Holiday, the older brother of Drew Holiday, stints in the G League and abroad, but Greg, he has solidified himself as an NBA player.
Yeah, standing at 6'7" with that 7-foot wingspan. Every team in the league wants long, versatile wings with shooting, and this young man fits the bill.
Now Monk. Here's the 3. No good.
Wow, he's really been dragging him down.
And here is Valentine. He kicks to Carter. Here's Payne. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. And so it's Jabari Parker making things happen for the Chicago Bulls. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Zach, strong first half for the team. How do you build this lead?
Keep playing hard on defense, the main thing. Getting out, running, getting stops. Continue to play with pace and, do what we do off the offensive end. We're good at that.
Zach, coach really likes the way you played, I'm sure. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports, the halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Boy, we have a lot to discuss. Chicago holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They have a 6-point lead. Kenny, what do you think?
Well, I think they're feeling the energy of this hometown crowd. Sometimes you get a little complacent and comfortable in your surroundings, but no, they fed off adrenaline in the first half.
Shaq, let's get your insight on Charlotte.
Their three-point shooting in the first half was atrocious. Ugh, ugly, awful, nasty. It's not that they're just missing shots. It's like they just keep taking the shots. Hold on, Ernie. Hey, you, whatever your number is, stop shooting the three. See, Ernie, that's all the coach got to do. Tell them stop shooting the three. Pass, cut, work together, do something.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
Welcome back to the hustle and bustle of Chicago, a time-lapse view of all the traffic heading toward downtown. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. We've seen Kemba Walker really having a great game.
Yeah, and sometimes you find yourself in a role you're not comfortable with, but his passing in the first half really was impressive.
Yeah, and some of it is based on how the defense is playing you. He didn't force things. Instead, he rewarded his teammates.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. Levine and Parker are the wings. Robin Lopez out there with Bobby Portis. And it's done in at the one spot. And that's the group for Fred Hoiberg as we begin the second half. For Charlotte, they have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them. And the technical free throw is good. A terrific all-around player. Walker's improvement from range, Chris, has taken his game to another level.
Oh, yeah, he was much better inside the arc when he entered the league. But over his first 4 seasons, he shot around 31% from 3. Then something clicked. Now, he's a factor.
They grabbed their own miss. Picked by Zeller. Lamb, a picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good.
You have to love the ability of Lamb to hit jumpers off screens, curls, V-cuts. He can be a hard guy to stick with defensively.
Done with it. Portis the screen. Over Williams. Nice shot by Portis. Portis has got 7 points. Hornets trail by 5. To the inside. Williams trying to break free. Passes it to Lamb. From downtown, sinks the triple. He's got 5.
The work Lamb has put into this part of his game is evident. Getting better at sniping from deep.
Dunn passes to Parker. Lopez outside. Back to Parker. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
They are just killing him on the interior.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And he shot 74 from the line a season ago.
One shot.
And Robin Lopez, one of those dirty work type of big men, rebounding, defending, a lot of grit, setting screens. He does it all.
Yeah, unselfish. He does know his role. It just makes things easier for his teammates. Has his quirks, but has proven to be a great teammate.
A nice shot by Zeller.
One of the better screen and roll prospects to enter the league in 2013. You see the hard work he's putting into it in the pros.
Now here's Levine. 8 points for him. Rebounded by Lamb. Lamb's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And Zach Levine gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. And Walker kicks to Zeller. The dish now to Lamb. Count the basket and the foul. It's on Zach Levine.
Standing just over 6'5" with a 6'11" wingspan. Yeah, Lamb can be a difficult guard to defend when he sneaks inside.
Guys, Jeremy Lamb, 2 years at UConn, drafted by the Thunder, but he's come into his own with the Hornets.
Yeah, and what some exec call the second draft, finding young players who, for whatever reason, haven't been able to make an impact with their first team. Sometimes that changes scenery and ability to mature can do wonders for a player.
Dunn, the lead pass was put in just the right spot. Dunn's got his third basket of the night.
Solid start to the half for them. 3 of 4 from the field now.
Parker with the steal. And here we go. Parker heading to the hoop. And the dunk by Parker.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Hornets trail by 4. Pick by Zeller. Walker the pass to Zeller. And the call will be against Robin Lopez. That'll be his second foul of the game. The kick out to Walker. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early. And just one more will put him over the limit.
Williams, a screen on Parker. And stolen by Portis.
And we've just seen them make mistakes on back-to-back trips. Both those turnovers could have been avoided.
There's no question Dunn is a great athlete, but he must first work on his shooting as well as his passing.
Chris Dunn taken 5th overall back in 2016. Didn't break through in his rookie season with the Wolves. He's getting more opportunity here in Chicago.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops in for Dunn. And Greg, you look at Dunn, it can take longer for point guards to develop in the NBA.
A great point. It's the most cerebral position in our game. Learning how to run an NBA offense is a challenge. Good news, though, is he's putting in the work necessary to figure it out and progressing nicely.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
But Kevin, look at Hoiberg's offense. Wide open, up-tempo. It's no wonder why the Bulls put up more shots than any other team in the league last season.
Now here's Williams. Looks for Walker. Gets it to him. Pass to Lamb. 5 to shoot. Money from the wing. Lamb's got 10 points in just the second half. Well, Chris, with Hoiberg, we knew this is what we'd be seeing from him after watching his teams in college.
Oh, yeah, he likes players who can bring multiple aspects to the table. I mean, he wants to score early in the clock with little false action. He's known to have one of the deeper playbooks in the game.
Here's Parker, following the basket by Jeremy Lamb. Shoots over Batum. Great D that time from Batum. It's Williams with the drive. It's deflected.
Got to have more of this moving forward. Portis has the size needed to turn back shots.
That shot off. Hornets trail by 4.
And being over the limit this early really can affect your aggressiveness defensively. They have got to play under control.
Always a solid all-around player. Marvin Williams' improvement from range has made him a little more dangerous.
Well, think about this. Over his first 3 seasons, he shot under 30% from distance. That's not good. But in recent seasons, he shot over 40% a couple times. That's great. That'll keep you relevant in today's game.
Levine dishes to Lopez. On the wing, Levine, covered by Lamb. Parker outside. No good that time. Great D that time from Batum. And Lamb kicks to Williams. Lets it go from 14. And it's off the back rim. No good. The Bulls leading by 3. Inside. Taken away by Williams. Takes the 13-footer. Chicago grabs the miss. Lopez has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Levine with it. And Batum picks him up defensively. Here's Portis. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Portis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
What intensity on the glass from Portis, a junkyard dog. He worked so hard for the second chance opportunities.
And Walker kicks to Williams. Zeller, a screen on Portis. Walker's shot is off. The Bulls have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. And done with the slam.
Want more of this from Dunn? Looking for his shot. I mean, being active on the offensive end.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Hat. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Carter, he's checked in for Chicago. Valentine comes in for Levine. Charlotte also making some changes. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Williams. And Tony Parker is subbed in for Nicholas Batum. Walker against Dunn. There's the feed to Lopez. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Robin Lopez out of Stanford, entering his 2nd decade in the league. Chris, talk about his game.
Well, when you think about Robin's game, I mean, aggressive, unselfish. I mean, he's one of those dirty work players you love to have on your team, but you hate to compete against.
And the first one at the line is good.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Chicago making a switch here. Payne's checked in. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Kid Gilchrist is checked in. Both free throws good from Lopez.
Lopez. Now, this guy, he's a reliable role player, a stiff defender, and an intelligent shooter as well.
Lamb passes to Parker. There's the pick. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Just 5 on the clock. With some arc. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Kid Gilchrist against Parker. Kid Gilchrist, the pass to Hernan Gomez. Parker with the steal. Here's Valentine. Justin Holiday's checked in for the Bulls. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Kaminsky's checked in. Hornets trail by 9. Here's Parker. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. And Zeller kicks to Lamb. Just 5 to shoot. Zeller setting the pick for Lamb. Charlotte no good that time either. Now the Bulls with it. They're on a 12-3 run right now. Carter. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Carter's got 6.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring. And this one couldn't have been any easier.
I mean, I don't know whether to say it's amazing or it's sad, but you're down double digits and you still allow an uncontested layup. Where is the pride? Where is your heart?
Charlotte calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
The Bulls making a switch here. Alicio's checked in.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
And they get it back. Holiday, no one around him. Connects from 3-point range. He's got 6.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Zeller setting the pick for Parker. Kicks it to Zeller. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. It's been a few years now since rules were put into place to curb the hack-a-shack strategy. See, Webb, do you think the NBA made the right choice in discouraging that style, that tactic?
You know, Kev, I'm torn on this one. I don't think so. I do think that the game would have gotten ugly, the pace would have gotten bad, but I think it would have been only a couple of years as players would have been embarrassed enough to improve their game. As I travel to different places, the one thing that's the difference between the United States and other places they can shoot free throws. Other places, they just aren't at the park dunking or hanging on the rim. They're actually shooting shots and skill sets and dribbling. And you know, I was at one time a terrible free throw shooter, and the embarrassment of not making them, missing them late in the games, not being able to be there for your team the way you want to, oh, trust me, it's no better motivation than that. Not giving me a handicap and a crutch saying, oh, don't do it. I don't like the fact that they've tried to place a curb on the hack-a-shack strategy. My thing is get you to the gym in the offseason and make some free throws.
A moment here to see the numbers for Payne. Some last season stats for him. Averaged about 9 points per game, 4 assists and 2 rebounds. And you know, he'd love a bigger role, but he's trying to prove himself in the minutes he's getting right now.
Yeah, you're right, but he's putting in the work, and the results have been okay. He just needs to keep believing in himself.
The first one falls. Carter hits them both. And so here's Charlotte. They trail by 14. Parker inside, working on Payne, and Justin Holiday picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Hornets have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line.
And this is one of the things they need to keep doing in the second half to get this win. Keep knocking down those free throws. They've been sensational here at the line.
And here are the Bulls now. They're on a 19-7 run. Payne kicks to Felicio. In the corner, Valentine with it. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Valentine's got the lead up to 14 now for the Bulls. Here's Parker. He's got 5. The pass to Monk. And here is Kaminsky. They get the rebound. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by the Bulls. Now here's Valentine. Here's Carter. Good. Carter's got 10.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Now here's Parker. Pick by Zeller. It's deflected, and that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Here's Parker, and he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick. Parker's got 4 this quarter. The Bulls leading by 14. Now Payne. He's got 11. Passes it to Felicio. And here's Payne trying his luck deep. But they'll get another chance. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. And a look now at the breakdown between 3-point and 2-point shots attempted here tonight for the Bulls. Now here's Parker. He's tightly guarded. And Zeller kicks to Monk. Pick by Zeller. Kaminsky, the pass to Zeller. And the dunk by Zeller.
One of the more positive attributes of Zeller, the explosiveness to play above the rim on a regular basis.
Carter, the pass to Felicio. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Carter. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Pick by Zeller. Parker kicks to Zeller. To the paint. Here's Kaminsky. Good D by Holiday.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Carter on the wing. 12 points for him. Valentine with it. Shoots over Kid Gilchrist. It's rebounded by Kid Gilchrist.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Now here's Valentine. He's covered by Kid Gilchrist. Pass to Holiday. Carter for three. Here's Felicio. Another shot. Payne can't hit.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
And sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
And he makes the first.
And Monk is an interesting player. A combo guard with fantastic scoring potential. Quick on both ends of the floor.
He hits both from the stripe. There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter. Payne kicks to Holiday. Felicio, the pass to Valentine. Poked away. He dishes it to Payne. Over Parker. Here's Felicio. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Chicago Bulls sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. Their transition game has been in full effect. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. A moment now to reset the lineups brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the floor for Charlotte, Parker and Monk. That's their backcourt. Michael Kid Gilchrist out there with Batum. And it's Kaminsky in at the center, locking down the middle. Batum wide open. He fires. A quick shot there, and it's off target. Chicago leading by 14. There's a screen. It's stolen by Monk. And here we go with Batum heading to the hoop. The shot by Monk is no good. The Bulls shooting here about 46% for the game. And Levine, here we go. Count that one. Levine's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Bulls.
Wow, the quickness Levine possesses is just fantastic. At times, he overwhelms you with it on these drives inside. A hand right in his face on the layup. Excellent defense that time in the paint.
And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Here's Parker after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Unable to get that one.
Now that's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those two things that he possessed.
Holiday with the three. Rebounded by Kaminsky. Hornets trail by 18.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
The shot's good from Monk.
That's the awareness that Kid Gilchrist has out there. Excellent at knowing where the open man is.
Outside Holiday. Dishes to Valentine. Shoots over Batum. And Valentine with the basket on the assist by Holiday. And that's now 6 points for Denzel Valentine. Parker kicks to Monk. A 3-ball. Drains it from beyond the arc. Monk's got a couple of 3-pointers now in the fourth for the Hornets.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Carter with a screen on Parker. Bean passes to Holiday. Tried to the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Monk. A 3-pointer, no good.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Right side Holiday. Levine against Parker. 5 on the clock. Holiday. He kicks it to Valentine. Fires the 3. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Batum.
It's been a rough game for him, but it won't sting too bad as long as they hang on to the lead.
The Bulls leading by 14. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession.
And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
And don't forget about the good hand-eye coordination. I mean, he almost corralled it in for the steal.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Robin Lopez is checked in for Felicio. Portis comes in for Carter. Jabari Parker's checked in for Valentine. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Justin Holiday.
Well, Lopez is a strong big man. He excels at absorbing contact and then finishing over the defense.
Charlotte calls timeout. You know, Chris, Bobby Portis showing continued progress as a scorer.
Well, look, he can shoot from anywhere on this floor, and he's 6'11". I mean, just imagine that. But, you know, if you give him starters minutes, you know, maybe he can be a 20-10 guy in this league.
Batum for 3. The Hornets rebound. Williams sets a screen for Batum. Outside Williams. Sinks the 3-pointer.
And all those second chance points have given them a boost here in the second half, and that's a great way to cut into the lead.
The Bulls leading by 13. Levine kicks to Portis. Back to Levine. He hits stolen by Lamb. And now Williams running the floor all by himself.
Well, Williams is a very smart player. He knows how to fill the lane in transition.
Now here's Levine. D right on him. A baseline J. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Lamb, good. Lamb's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Charlotte.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Levine. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Batum passes to Williams. There's the screen. Lamb with the ball. Now defended by Levine. Hernan Gomez kicks to Walker. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Portis. Pass to Levine. A beautiful reverse layup. Levine's got 4 this quarter.
Looking calm and composed in the paint. Levine is superb at capitalizing from these spots.
And here's Charlotte. They're on a 16-6 run. Ball's knocked loose. Done against Walker. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Dunn. Here's Walker. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Chicago leading by 8. Here's Dunn. Lopez a screen on Walker. Dunn, right side. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And that's the muscle his teammates like to see done, refusing to take no for an answer.
And Batum kicks to Walker. Knocked loose and stolen by Dunn. Here's Parker, jumps up, and the dunk by Parker.
And aggressive defense causing the mistake, then cashing in.
What a beautiful steal off of great anticipation. His instincts right there were right on.
Now here's Walker. Now the pass to Hernan Gomez. Over in the corner, Williams. No good on the triple.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Dunn passes to Levine to the wing right side. Here's Parker. Pass to Portis. Over Williams. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 5 rebounds tonight. Now here's Lamb, guarded by Levine. And Walker kicks to Batum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Oh, look, he's got to find better looks, or he's never going to pull out of that funk he's in tonight.
Dunn passes to Parker. Batum with the steal. And they're on the break. Here's Walker. Here's Hernan Gomez. And he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up.
He's the one trying to keep them in this game. A tremendous individual effort.
And that one misses. The Bulls leading by 10. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. It's deflected.
Oh, the length of Lamb. It's coming into play. He uses it well to block that shot.
And Batum kicks to Walker. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Walker's got 20 points.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Lopez a screen. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Parker against Batum. And the call will be against Hernan Gomez. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Zeller, he's checked in for Hernan Gomez. And it's the Bulls with the ball. They led by as many as 18 points. Clock at 6. And again, no good by Chicago. Hornets trail by 7. To the middle. Williams kicks to Walker. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Now Chicago has gone ice cold from 3-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Here's Portis. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
4th foul of the game for him. He's starting to get into that danger zone.
Here's Batum.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Here's Portis. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on Marvin Williams.
Now, whether Portis can make the leap is still up in the air. He's young and has the potential to be really good in this league.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Portis. No good on the second free throw. Hornets trail by 10. Lamb passes to Williams. And it's blocked. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Here's Portis. No good there. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. All sorts of time. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
Oh, that's just a lack of communication. Two guys just not on the same page.
Carter, he's checked in for Portis. Chicago leading by 10. Now, here's Dunn. Lopez a screen. And Carter has it in the corner over Williams. Misses off the left iron.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Well, I'd love to hear his explanation to Coach right there. I mean, that should be an interesting conversation.
Pick by Zeller. And Walker kicks to Lamb. 5 to shoot. Tipped away. And here's the fast break. Dunn leading the way. Here's Carter. The Hornets pull it in. Williams has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And the call will be against Robin Lopez. That's his 5th foul. And the Bulls making a change here. Portis is checked in. Now here's Walker. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And the speed of Walker, I mean, it's sensational. He can switch gears, and an active player on both ends.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that brings them within single digits.
Boy, he'd sure like to have that miss back. Hard to chip away at a lead when you're leaving freebies at the line.
Dunn kicks to Levine. Portis the screen. Levine dishes to Lopez. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that'll push the lead to double digits. And both free throws good for Lopez. Hornets trail by 11. 1:09 left in the 4th. Poked away. Zeller, a screen on Levine. Lamb passes to Zeller. And the layup's good off the glass.
Look, he has a good feel for the painted area. Zeller, never in a rush. Very deliberate with his moves.
Screen by Parker. Dunn kicks to Lopez. Back to Dunn. For 3, Levine. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Now Lamb on the wing, but 2. That 3 off the mark.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know if he can just break through this cold streak, he can give you what you need.
And really nothing they can do now. They just got to play this one out.
Yeah, you know you're supposed to go hard and complete the game, but they're so frustrated right now. I don't see that happen.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Dunn. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker.
I'll tell you what, the energy in this arena, you can feel it.
Well, a well-earned victory, feeding off the energy of this hometown crowd, really all night.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Jabari, looks like you're getting back in stride, and you have certainly had adversity with the knee injuries the last 3 years. How have you been able to battle through them?
It's been tough, to tell you the truth, but, you know, the race is not won to the swift, but the one to endure, so I'm trying to keep that motive.
You have certainly endured and thrived, Jabari. Thanks for your time. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long.